On September 22, 2017, 24-year-old Zoe Palmer checked into the Brightwood Inn, a historic hotel in Savannah, Georgia. She was visiting for a photography project, excited to capture the city's old architecture and rumored haunted sites. Zoe texted her best friend, Marissa, around 8:14 p.m. Finally settled. Gonna grab some shots of the square before dark. CCTV cameras showed her leaving the lobby at 8:23 p.m., camera bag in tow. She never returned. When hotel staff attempted to clean her room the next morning, they found white heavy checkmark, her bed untouched. White heavy checkmark, suitcase unopened. White heavy checkmark, wallet, keys, phone, and camera gear all missing. The door was locked from the outside with no sign of forced entry. Zoe hadn't checked out, and her car remained in the parking lot. Later that afternoon, Marissa called the hotel, worried she hadn't heard from Zoe. Police were called. They traced Zoe's phone to an area near Forsyth Park, but the signal had stopped around 9:02 p.m. Detectives accessed Zoe's cloud account. Her last uploaded photo, timestamped 8:58 p.m., showed the park fountain, illuminated under streetlights. In the background, barely visible, was a shadowy figure standing beneath a lamppost, facing the camera. No one remembered seeing a man there that night. Police canvassed the area. A jogger reported seeing a woman matching Zoe's description sitting on a bench by the fountain around 9 p.m., arguing on the phone. But Zoe's phone records showed no outgoing or incoming calls after 8:30 p.m. A street vendor recalled seeing her walking north out of the park around 9:10 p.m., being followed by a man in a hoodie. No further sightings. Reviewing downtown CCTV footage, investigators tracked Zoe. White heavy checkmark 8:23 p.m., leaves hotel heading east. White heavy checkmark 8:42 p.m., seen near the square, photographing old buildings. White heavy checkmark 8:55 p.m., walks toward Forsyth Park. White heavy checkmark 9:03 p.m., captured walking north along Whitaker Street. And then, nothing. The cameras between Whitaker and the next intersection had been out for maintenance that evening. A blind spot. Hotel records showed Zoe's keycard was used at 2:17 a.m., unlocking room 413. But the night desk clerk never saw her return. The lobby camera showed no one entering between midnight and 3 a.m. When police checked the room again, they discovered white heavy checkmark, a fresh indentation on the bed, as if someone had sat there. White heavy checkmark, a faint smell of Zoe's perfume lingering in the air. White heavy checkmark, her camera, mysteriously returned, placed neatly on the desk. The memory card was missing. 3 days later, a maintenance worker found Zoe's missing camera bag inside an abandoned house 2 blocks from the hotel. Inside the bag, white heavy checkmark, her ID. White heavy checkmark, empty wallet. White heavy checkmark, her phone, battery removed. Police searched the house. On the floor, written in dust, were the words Room 413. The hotel's history became a focus. Built in 1892, the Brightwood Inn was rumored to be haunted. Room 413, in particular, had a reputation. White heavy checkmark 1947, a maid reportedly jumped from its window. White heavy checkmark 1973, a businessman vanished while staying there. White heavy checkmark 1991. A tourist reported hearing whispers all night. Emily Dugan, a local historian, told reporters, "Every decade, it's like the room chooses someone." Police dismissed the supernatural angle but couldn't explain the keycard use or the missing camera footage. On October 4, 2017, Marissa received a voicemail from Zoe's number. A faint whispering voice said, "Can't leave room, help me." The audio was distorted. Forensic analysis confirmed it was recorded inside room 413 based on echo patterns. But the room had been sealed for evidence since September 24. Zoe's case remains unsolved. Every year on September 22, visitors leave a single white flower outside room 413 store. Guests who stay in the room report white heavy checkmark waking to faint camera shutter sounds at 2:17 a.m. White heavy checkmark smelling Zoe's perfume. White heavy checkmark finding photos of themselves sleeping on their phones. The hotel refuses to close the room. Emily keeps Zoe's camera on a shelf at home, hoping one day, the missing memory card will surface. The last entry in Zoe's travel journal reads: "There's something beautiful and eerie about Savannah at night. You never know who's watching. And some believe she's still watching, too." Drop your theory in the comments below. Subscribe for more cold cases that still demand the truth.